So I wanted to talk about friends fighting friends in boxing, right?
The only people I never fight is my blood brothers.
And I'm going to focus a little bit on the relationship between Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis, just as an example, right? It's the most famous recent example, and I think this is more of a recent phenomenon. Boxing is an endeavor. I'm not going to call it a sport because it's not a sport. It's really gladiation at the professional level. And there's about a 10-year window between the ages of 20 and 30 where fighters are in their prime and they actually have that runway where they're in their best shape and so forth and so on. Well, these are two particular friends who have stated that they don't want to fight one another and it's not worth losing their friendship over. But having lived long enough, a lot of people tell you that life-changing money doesn't come along all that frequently, right? So if you can fight a friend and generate $50 million versus fighting, 10 more opponents, because there is a limited number of fights a fighter has, in my opinion, inside of them before they actually begin to decline. The wear and tear, just the normal progression of any athlete, but particularly in boxing because of the wear and tear you have on your body. How many fights does a person have left in them? If you could fight one person, your friend, and say, we can generate $60 million in this particular fight, $50 million, call it. Whereas Shakur would obviously be the A side. And I think I looked up where he's making about $3 million a fight. So if he fought 10 more fights, and obviously there will be some sort of escalation in what he can earn the more popular he becomes. But let's say he fought 10 more fights and generated $30 million. And Keyshawn Davis was not earning quite at the level that Shakur Stevenson is. He's earning more like $1 million a fight. Why would you, not decide to fight one another? Somebody's going to lose regardless of the case, right? And, if you agree to that and say, look, we need to get this money because this is an opportunity for us. I mean, I sit there, and I think that Abdullah Mason said the only people he's not going to fight is his blood brothers. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. You can fight now and then choose to be friends and even business partners later. I think an example of like Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, they fought one another, and then they somewhat went into business and leveraged a lot of what they were doing off of one another. So the question is, would you actually fight your friend and generate that money because that money won't come along? I want to know what your thoughts on them not fighting one another because they're friends, because that opportunity won't come for them down the road.